Hey guys, Ryan with Fluid Health and Fitness. Today showing you how to do a wall dorsiflexion drill. This is leveraging your own body weight and the fulcrum at the ankle to isolate the tibialis muscles. So these are the muscles that are on the side of your shin. They wrap down and across the ankle, and they basically envelop on the foot at the bones, and they lift the arches up into abduction. So it helps with supination and control of the flattening of the arch of the foot as you shift weight onto the foot, and it starts to compress down and you get tarsal spread. So that has to be strong enough to absorb force through the foot before it enters into the ankle. And if we have weak arches or again shin muscles, it's going to collapse more than it should, rotate more than it should, and it's associated with this IR rotated tibia, which drives the knee in excessively and creates valgum collapse. Hip shifts out to compensate. It's going to again feed up into that lateral asymmetry that we have when we shift our weight side to side. So what we want to work on is the shin to improve the arch control or the force on eccentric as the arch flattens. So to do that, what you do is you just put your weight up against the wall. I'm going to shift my weight, so my weight's on my left side. I'm pulling my toe up on the right, and I'm going to shift my weight onto my heel. And as soon as I do that, that ankle becomes a lever, and I'm going to feel the force into the shin as it's trying to hold the toes up. Now what I can do is I can shift my hips forward or back, and the more I bring my hips forward, the more I'm going to stretch through the hip flexor, and the more force is going to be acting on that foot or that heel, and it's going to make it harder for me to control the foot dropping down. So we're working on eccentric dorsiflexion. I'm pulling upwards, which is a dorsiflexion moment, and then I'm going to control the toes down as they fall towards the ground. Now again, this would be like heel strike when you're walking. So you would be landing on the outer lateral heel, your foot would be slightly abducted, you're going to roll on the fifth tarsal, and it's going to slowly come down to flatten, and you'd be using your shin to support that. Calves are often overactive for propulsion rather than using the glutes, so we see a deficit in the strength between the shin and the gastrocs, or again the tibialis and the dorsiflexors to the plantarflexors. So we're working on improving that ratio. And again, the more you shift your weight onto your heel, the more you bring your hips away, the more you stabilize from your center of mass, the more force is going to act on that shin. So again, we would breathe out, squeeze our pelvic floor. If I was demonstrating the right, I would twist in, brace the right hip, suspend the left hip, and let the foot come down slowly. Don't have to overthink this one, guys. Just make sure to pull the toes up to the shin, squeeze your butt, and then control the foot down. Okay, over time, you should improve the strength of the dorsiflexors on heel strike, which again is going to lead to a stronger arch and not the reliance that you have on the shoe wear. So pretty cool. Questions on it, reach out, admin at fluidhealthandfitness.com, but you would do 2 sets of 20 repetitions. For Saturday, we're only going to do 1 set, 1 on both legs, just to get a sense of it. And again, this should help people with plantar fasciitis issues, with shin splints, with unstable ankles, you name it. It all will cover or help with that. So questions, let us know.